Hi, I'm CJ Ellenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Sitting behind me is a brand new 2025 Logan Coach Bullseye 3-horse bumper pull. This is a really well equipped trailer. These Bullseyes have been extremely, popular sellers for us in our 2 and 3 horse bumper pulls, 3 and 4 horse goosenecks, and they've even expanded. They're doing some stock combos. They're doing some bigger trailers as well as far as capacity goes, clear up to a 6 horse. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. Before I start walking you through the trailer, let's go ahead and take a look at the drawing. I got some specs I wanna share with you. This trailer here is gonna have a front tack room on it. We're a shade under 17 foot on the floor length on this guy here. We're 6'9" wide and 7 foot tall. Those are the standard as far as width and height goes on these Logan Coach Bullseyes. So let's start walking you through it. First and foremost, on a Logan Coach, they're a galvanized steel frame, aluminum body. So you have that strength of the steel. It's not gonna rust like black steel will. In fact, you get a lifetime corrosion warranty on that, being the first owner. And then with the aluminum skin, it's gonna give it that aluminum trailer look, but also help lighten up the trailer. This trailer here is gonna weigh empty 3,700 pounds. So, most of your new half-ton pickups, smaller SUVs, they're all capable to handle this trailer. Of course, you have to look at your tow vehicle and make sure it is rated for that. I mean, that's a dry weight that I just gave you. But with that, you're also going to need brakes. So, an integrated brake controller or an aftermarket, either one will suffice. If you need help with an aftermarket, we can help you there. But if we look at it here, pretty standard up front here. Manual crank hand jack. It's going to have a 2 5/16 ball. That's what will be required on this, is a 2 5/16 for this coupler here. We like to go ahead and put the foot on these, especially here on the lot, just because of winds. If you park this in like gravel or dirt, maybe the wheel makes more sense. But for us here, we like the feet on the trailer itself. On the nose, you're going to get the diamond plate down below. That's going to help protect that from, road blast and rocks. And then this one here is a white sheeted trailer. That's standard. You can do some different color options. Silver, charcoal is kind of a real popular one right now. The only time that you're going into a upcharge is if you go with one of the blacks, whether it's a black matte or black polish. Custom colors, that could be added there. The other thing too is if you're wanting graphics, some type of graphics added to the side of the trailer, we've got a graphics company that can help design it, but also then color match your tow vehicle. So we kind of leave them as almost like a blank canvas for you. If you wanted to go ahead and do that, you can. But on this one here, you're gonna have your front tack room. As you see, as we approach it, you're gonna have an LED load light here in the middle of the door itself. It's nice to have lights on these trailers. In fact, just talked to a customer at the show the other day. They had an issue with their tack lights, and they say, boy, I tell you what, there is nothing worse than trying to saddle up when you don't have any lights. We really, really, like the lights to be able to see everything, especially early in the mornings, late at night. No fault of the trailers alone. On that instance there, they had something else happen to the switch. Something fell down and hit it. But in those type of instances, you never regret having the lights. And again, when you don't have them, that's when you're going, boy, I really wish I had lights on this one. And this one has quite a few of them on it. On the door itself, this is made at the factory heavy duty door at Logan. You can tell by the squared up at the top. Typically on some trailers, you'll notice a rounded top as far as the corners on their tack doors. Those are prefab doors, so they're really lightweight. In fact, those you have to lock when you're traveling because the right bump will let them pop open. But on this door, you're gonna have a 4-tier blanket pull rack. It swings out, and then you can clip it back. Brush tray on the door, so you can throw your smaller miscellaneous items in there. Brushes, hoof picks, fly sprays, anything else in there that you can think of, you can toss in. So as you come into the tack room, first thing is going to be a swing out saddle rack. Since it's a 3-horse, you're going to get the 3 saddle pads. These are adjustable, so you can slide them up and down, lock them into place. But the nice thing is to be able to adjust them. Maybe you only want to haul 2 saddles in this. You can remove one if you want, but the flexibility to move them up and down, and then also to be able to grab your saddles from right there at ground level and not have to crawl in the trailer itself. On the partition wall, you're going to get carpet with a row of bridle hooks up here. The carpet's going to protect everything from actually, moving in transit against the wall itself. So, we're not scuffing up any type of like bits or anything like that. Protect that. It also, deadens that noise because our horse is on the other side of it as well. Got a corner water tank in here. We like to upgrade to those just because it's nice to have water on board on the trailer. It's just gravity feed. So as you can see, they give you a hose, put a ball valve on the end. You can fill up buckets outside. Buckets could be a long distance away from you. So it's nice to be able to have it right here. You don't have to pack the buckets. If you have a horse that only likes water from home, you've got that right here. Again, you don't have to really go find that when you have that on board. You're also gonna have the LED light right inside here. So as you come in the tack door, you're gonna have the one on the outside, one on the inside. So really good light coverage here at the tack room. Spare tire is gonna be located on the back side, away from the door, but it's tucked over there. So, it's not in the way when you're actually stacking stuff in this front tack room, in this instance here. But these tack doors by Logan are really nice and stout. They shut really well. This tack door, the drop doors on the feed doors themselves are going to have the exact same key. So you'll just need one key to lock this guy up. I'll show you on the back doors. You'll actually, if you needed to lock up those, you'd need a padlock as far as those go, just the style they have. Up on the top rail, kind of right above, kind of stall number 2, kind of splitting the wheel wells there, there's going to be another load light for you. So again, load light at the tack, load light above the horses. I'll show you there's additional around this trailer, so you have a lot of lights on the outside of the trailer itself, and then your bus windows. So only half of your bus window opens because of the slider. So it's good to have a good sized bus window to maximize some airflow in that. They've done a good job there. You got some external hooks. They used to do an extruded sheet, so it'd be a sheet that kind of looked like aluminum that they'd put some brakes into, but now this is the actual extrusion they use on their standard model trailers, so a lot stouter. They did that last year on this model. Everyone's been really happy with this. It's just going to help with the longevity and just this trailer holding up over time, and I think it just gives it a good look as well. So you're going to have 2 3,500-pound rubber torsion axles on this guy. We upgraded to aluminum wheels, and the reason why is it's just, it's those steel wheels over time, they'll chip that paint, so you'll get that superficial rust. It's not actually rusting the wheels, but it just makes them just look ugly. So anytime we can, we go ahead and upgrade to the aluminum wheels, which is the case on this instance here. Even the spare matches, they use the same vendor that our other new brand that we carry, Cimarron, Lion's Head, for their wheels and tires. So you actually get a 1-year no questions asked warranty on these tires when you purchase the trailer. So if you catch a nail, you catch road debris, a blowout, anything like that, they'll stand behind the tires for 1 year, which, when you purchase the trailer itself. Again, electric brakes on this, so that's where the brake controller comes into play as far as an integrated or an aftermarket. All right, at the back of the trailer, so we've got dual 50/50 doors. They are independent, so one can open ahead of the other. Doesn't matter, it has to go in any type of sequence. The only thing is, if we look at driver's side, you're gonna notice a little bit of weather stripping on this door here. And that's just because there is a slight gap between the two doors. And what we wanna do is we wanna try to keep moisture and anything else out of it. So typically, I don't know, I just get in the habit of always kind of shutting the left-hand door and then the right-hand door, but it really doesn't matter. You can go in any order there, but it is nice to have the independent doors for that. This one here's got the rear rubber bumper. If your horse or you prefer a rear ramp load, we can add a rear ramp to this trailer through our parts and service department. We just unbolt the rubber bumpers that are there, and then we bolt on a ramp over that you'll shut your back doors, and then the ramp will shut there. But again, if your horse prefers that type of load, or you want this trailer to be a little bit more versatile to where maybe you want to haul some toys like a 4-wheeler, run your lawnmower to get serviced, anything like that, that ramp definitely helps there. Another LED light here at the back. So you have them on each side, the rear, and then there'll be one on driver's side they'll show you here in a minute. The exterior, with the exception of the one above the front tack room, the switch for that one is up in the front tack. But the switches for the interior lights and then all these other exterior lights are actually right behind this door on this back post. So you can actually turn on all your exterior load lights with that, and then your interior as well. But then as we get into the stall area here, you're gonna notice that we've got padded dividers. The back divider here is telescoping, so it'll shrink down. I can clip it against the wall, and I can shut my back doors. If it was a solid divider, that divider would hit about here, and you're kind of wasting some space. So if you wanted to open up this trailer, again, maybe use it as a box stall or haul some other items, you can because of the telescoping capability on that back divider. The first divider is going to be solid, but same padded as well. So you got pads there. And then if we look around, you're going to notice this kick mat all the way around. This is a vortex lining. You might have caught it on the tongue of the bumper pull as well, but this is like a bed liner. This stuff is extremely stout. Really strong, really durable. It holds up extremely well. I think it also deadens a lot of the noise in the stall area itself, but that is all the way around. And then I'll show you in the floor here in a minute, they incorporated it there. But you've got your slam latches. They're recessed into the wall, so you don't have anything protruding out. There's a good look at those LED lights. Again, 3 of those guys. Again, you're not gonna regret having a lot of light on these trailers, especially when you get into, you know, getting home late at night. You know, maybe you're having an early competition where you're saddling up before the sun comes up. Plenty of light is definitely worth having. On the roof itself, you're gonna have aluminum sheeted roof, and then you're gonna have 3 two-way roof vents. So you're gonna have one above each horse. So again, you can manipulate airflow with our bus windows, with our two-way roof vents, and then when we get to the outside, I'll show you the drop-down feed doors. You'll be able to, you know, get more airflow there as well. All these stalls are gonna have the hooks for feed bags. So if you wanted to add a triangle feed bag, those can be done. We can get that again through our parts department. Really doesn't need any installation besides actually snapping them in there. But again, there's some of those items that we can add to these trailers after the fact. So just because you don't see some smaller items on some trailers, but you know, the rest of the trailer is, you know, 95% of what I want, you know, just talk to us, because we can potentially make that trailer exactly what you want, just because of we can add those type of items into the trailer itself. All right, I'm gonna get this guy shut up because I want you to be able to see the drop downs when we get there. But I'll shut these rear doors here for you. Same thing, the kick mats with that vortex lining on the back doors. And then like I mentioned, on these back doors here, if you wanted to lock them up, you just need a paddle lock on that. And then again, that weather strip will go ahead and seal that off as far as that air gap goes there. So over here on driver's side, once again, LED load light, center of that wheel well area. So either side or the rear, you know, you have that light coverage. Then here's a good look at the drop down feed doors on this trailer. You're gonna have the jail bars, you have the screens. You might have caught that from the inside, but these screens, if you have a horse that'll mess with them and tear them up, you can just unvelcro and slide them off the top. But there's a bar that releases the jail bar right here in the middle that goes into the track on the inside. So really easy to operate. Once again, I want you to notice framework around the windows, just like I was telling you about that tack door. Framework around there means these are not prefab. These are made at the factory drop down feed doors. So they're gonna be a lot stouter and they're gonna hold up. These are drop windows that you're gonna open about every time you use this trailer. So you want them to be durable, you want them to be stout and heavy duty and hold up over time, and that's what you're gonna get. The other thing is they have this cheater bar. If you see where that is, I can reach it, but it's not as easy. I've got gloves on, so it's a little bit slippery. So you can actually, if you're a little bit more vertically challenged, you can actually just release them with those bars there. That's definitely a nice feature. You get a drop rail a drip rail right above each window as well, so it's going to try to keep that moisture away from getting in those openings, freezing them up to where it gets in that weather stripping and you can't open them. Welded hinges on these guys as well. So again, really stout, that'll hold up over time. So this is a great little runaround trailer. Maybe it's an evac trailer, maybe it's your everyday trailer that you're pulling with maybe a little bit smaller tow vehicle. Maybe you need just a runaround. Maybe you've got a bigger trailer, but you just want something to run to the vet, run to a local event, anything like that. But this is a great trailer for those type of instances. So let me give you the stock number for reference. Again, it's a 2025 Logan Coach Bullseye 3-horse bumper pull, 5N250015. We do take trade-ins, so if you're looking to upgrade, downsize, we can help you there. Financing is available and delivery is an option, so we could potentially bring this trailer to you. So give us a call. Anybody on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.